Hi guys, and welcome to a very exciting video. So yes, we are adopting a dog. I've always wanted a dog. My boyfriend's had rescue dogs throughout his life, so he has some experience, but finally we can get one now. We have our own house. Now, if you want a bit of information on her before we get onto the supplies haul, she is a girl. We reserved her back in mid-November. This month has felt like a year. We won't get her till the new year, and she'll be about 4 or 5 months old. She's a complete mix. She's from Romania, and she was found in a field with her siblings, so we assume she was probably dumped there. So that's lovely, isn't it? I know some people can be a little bit weird about adopting from abroad. If you're not aware of some of the situations over there, I will link a video below by the Wild at Heart Foundation. They actually did on specifically on Romanian dogs, and some of the stuff they have to go through, it's quite horrendous. So even though this isn't the rescue we're getting our dog from, I think if you're curious or wondering why we're getting a dog from Romania, check out that video. Anyway, we have many supplies for her, probably too many, and some are a little bit dull, like poo bags. Like, who wants to see that? So I'm not going to put every single item in here, just feature some of my favourites. All of the links to the items will be in the description below. If I was gifted an item, I'll put a little gift box in the corner so you know. I've also sectioned this video up, so if you want to look at specific things, you can skip to that, or you can watch all the way through. But first, let's start with crates and beds. Now, if you know anything about rescue puppies, especially ones from Romania who may have never lived in a house, then you'll know it's good to allocate an area for them within the house where they can see you, you can see them, as introducing the whole house to a puppy who has travelled miles, may have faced past traumas, may not be used to a house environment. That can be incredibly overwhelming. So within this area, they have their crate, and I feel like some people hear the word crate and think the worst. My mum was the same. She was like, why are you buying a crate? Now firstly, this crate will not be closed on her at all. It'll be open at all times. Essentially, it's a massive bed with a top to it. So once you put a blanket on the top, blankets inside, a toy or two, it becomes a nice cozy den, and that's what we want to create, really. And from the research I've done, from talking to the rescue, and even you guys, I've heard wonderful things about crates. Even some people will put a duvet over the top when there's fireworks because it sort of soundproofs it a bit, and the dog can just go there and be cozy. If she loves it, we may try, crate training in the future. If she doesn't, that's fine, we're not forcing her to use it. It's just there as a giant den. And when I say giant, I mean giant because it's extra large. I actually can easily fit in it. It's probably too big for her when she gets here, so we will be adding a divider so she doesn't sleep up one end and pee up the other. But we just want to create this nice, cozy, safe space for her. Next, we have tech and gadgets, because you can get some cool tech for dogs. And the first one I'm super excited about, this is a Paw Fit 2. So this is basically like a tracker. You have a location tracker, so God forbid your dog gets lost or stolen, you should be able to locate it. But also that location tracker, you can see where you've gone for walks. There's an activity monitor. There's audio ID. So once it's set up, you can press this button and it will say like, hi, my name is, this is my owner, this is where I live, phone number. So say someone found your dog because it's got lost, they can press that, they get the information. You can customize what information you put out there. This is also waterproof. There is a longer battery life. I've seen some trackers that only last 10 to 12 hours, which I'm like, what is the point? Whereas this one's actually really good. There's also a removal alert, so if someone tries to remove this from your dog, an adverse temperature alert, so if it's exposed to temperatures too high or too low, you'll get alerted, and a virtual fence alert, where basically you can set up a virtual fence either around your garden or your house, and if your dog gets out of the gate, you'll be alerted on your phone straight away your dog's got out. And I can tell you now, I have saved so many dogs roaming around on the street, almost got hit by cars, because they've just got out of the garden. And I will say, most of the time the owners aren't that thankful. They're just like, oh yeah, he got out again. It's unbelievable, but this is something I don't want to happen to my dog. So I have always wanted a tracker. Like, one of my worst nightmares is if a dog gets lost or stolen, and so to me this just makes perfect sense. And this Paw Fit 2 was one of the best I saw on the market. Now, you do have to pay a subscription fee because you're using GPS, but to be honest, compared to many other trackers, it's not that bad. You can pay month by month, or you can pay upfront for 6 months, which is $3.99 a month, 12 months, which works out $3.59 a month. It's really not that bad. And you can use this for cats as well. This this tracker will easily attach to their collar or even a harness. But yeah, I'm super excited to try this out, and thank you to PawFit for sending me this. Next we have a doorbell. Yes, a doorbell. So I don't have this at the moment, but I'm pretty sure my sister's getting me this for Christmas. And basically you teach the dog to press the button whenever they need the toilet. And it actually worked. I've seen many videos of this in action. Some people use an actual physical bell, but we wanted to try this out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we thought we'd try. Now, Reolink kindly sent me a little security camera to keep an eye on the puppy, and also a home security camera, which we'll get to in a moment. But obviously puppies need our constant attention. It's kind of easy to do during the day, but at night it can be a little tricky when you're in bed. So it's great that I can just look on my phone and check what's going on. I am using it in the reptile room at the moment just because we obviously don't have the dog, but it's a great camera, you know, it has night vision, two-way audio, I can control the camera from my phone. And one thing we want to do, because we don't want our dog having separation anxiety, is in a controlled environment where we're not popping out to the shops because we have to and we're going to be gone half an hour. We want to leave the house for maybe a minute, leave the house for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And what we want to do is just see how she reacts, see if she is calm, see if she is panicking. And we can do that by keeping an eye on her through our phone, through this camera. And I think, honestly, you know me, I love setting up a camera and keeping an eye on the pets and see what they do when I'm not around. So this is going to be perfect. So thank you to Reolink for sending me this. And also they kindly sent me the home security camera. Now, I hear all the time on Facebook about people breaking in and taking people's dogs, and I literally can't deal. If you have issues with getting electricity outdoors and you think, oh, I can't install a camera because of this, you can still do it. This one is solar powered, and we already have solar panels because we get so much sun. So this is going to be super easy to install and use and save a lot of hassle. And obviously I can keep an eye on what's going on outside. The next section is travel, because I believe in the UK it's actually illegal to not have your dog properly secured in a car, so I think it's actually a very essential part when you're getting a dog or a puppy, essential item to buy. Now these were both kindly sent to me by dogchoose.store, and I actually have a 15% off code, so if you use Gecko15 you can get 15% off, and according to their card, a portion of their profits are donated to Battersea Dog and Cat Home, which is lovely. Now basically, this is a car seat. It's very easily installed in the car. There's also a little pocket here so you can put some supplies in there. She is predicted to be a medium to large dog, so I think we'll use this while she's a puppy, but she might outgrow it. So we did also opt for the universal dog seat belt. So this can easily just get plugged in, attached to her harness, and she is nice and secured. This belt is actually very nice and strong, but it's also anti-shock, so even though it will pull your dog back a bit, it's not like a straight pull if you have to suddenly stop, you know what I mean? There's a spring to it. Next, what you've been waiting for, I'm sure, are toys. So you guys basically all recommended Kong toys. There's so many out there and you're like, what is good, what is bad? You know, you can find a toy that someone says absolutely brilliant and another person says it was destroyed in like 5 minutes or whatever. So it was difficult, but then everyone said get Kong toys, and that's what we went for. So we got lots of teething toys, as she will be teething, and also they provide mental enrichment because you can put food in them, so they can hopefully not only make her work for her food a little bit, but keep her entertained. I also had to get the Kong Triceratops. I'm obsessed. It's amazing. But I wanted to get a range of toys here just to really figure out what she'll like, what she might destroy. We obviously aren't going to leave her unsupervised with toys because she can get into a right pickle. But I'm really excited to see what she really likes. And we do also have these little balls that you can put food in. We have a squirrel that's kind of like an off-brand Kong, but apparently it's really good. And we are hopefully getting a snuffle mat for Christmas. Also, we have a slow feeding bowl, because I kind of feel like you could put their food in a food bowl and they just eat it in like a few minutes, but why not put the food in toys or put the food in a slow feeder and just make it a lot more interesting? And talking of mental enrichment, with puppies, obviously they're full of energy and they could, you know, you think they need loads of physical enrichment. I'm talking like I have experience, I don't know, I've just like researched a lot. But Basically, mental enrichment will wear a puppy out quicker than physical enrichment, which is kind of good because puppies can easily overdo it, and this can lead to joint problems in the future. And they can also get a tad grumpy if they don't take their naps. So I'm all for both the physical and mental enrichment, but I found this little puzzle on Amazon. And it's level 1, you can go up the levels and your dog has to just sort of figure out how to do it, and it's really cute and I can't wait to see if she actually figures it out. And finally, some miscellaneous items. So we have clickers because we want to do clicker training. We have a brush. We have dog wipes, puppy pads. We obviously want to toilet train her, but in the first 3 days she actually has to decompress. So she's coming on a long journey. And then she's going to be in a new house, new people, new smells, new food, new water. You know, the water's different in the UK to Romania. There's a lot of change and she really needs to settle in. And one thing we're not allowed to do is take her out into the garden to go to the toilet. Romanian dogs can also be quite a flight risk, so it's best to let them settle in. And so puppy pads were highly recommended. And also the rescue say they don't want anyone putting pressure on the dog to get toilet trained. Obviously, do what you do, but this can take a dog a few hours, a few weeks, a few months, you know, whatever it takes. Don't put pressure on the dog, just see how it goes. If it has an accident, it does, but at least you have a puppy pad. Now, as I said, I have a lot more supplies, but this video will go on way too long, but I cannot wait to finally have her here and to see her enjoy all these things. I haven't really planned on making a video on her. I know some people have asked, maybe what I'll do is like, once she's settled in, maybe do an introduction video so you guys can see her. But I'm just so excited. So yeah, make sure you check out all the links below and get your discounts. But thank you for watching, guys, and goodbye.